The NAR settlement has affected MLSs in a lot of different ways. Primarily, of course, the removal of compensation from the MLS, which is one of the cornerstones of the MLS to this point. That's taken a ton of education, a ton of staff work. It's involved removing data from the MLS, which is something that we don't typically do. And also, it's involved MLSs being in having to oversee parts of the residential process that we haven't before, namely buyer agreements, which is typically not in our purvey. So, as someone who's operated in other states prior to coming to Colorado, Colorado is actually very realtor, very real estate broker friendly. Having open access to tax records, having state promulgated forms, just really took a little bit of the edge off the settlement there too. But also, we have so much more information than other states do, which really, I think, helps us be able to raise the bar for our consumers overall. It's interesting. I mean, every area is a little different. Every price point is a little different. But overall, homes are still selling for a good price. Maybe not over asking price, but with a very high percentage of list price. But instead of selling in 5 hours or 5 days, as they did, 2 years ago, it might be on the market for 40, 50 days. It takes a lot more counseling of the seller. It's interesting because we've been in the seller's market so long that brokers have maybe forgotten a little bit of what that's like to work with consumers through that time period. Sellers maybe are a little antsier than they were, but ultimately it's not unhealthy. It's just different than the market we've had prior to this.